It's 1967. There's tension in the air. Both sides don't know what's going to happen next. It's unclear who will come out victorious. And then all of a sudden, it happens. Bart Starr snaps the ball, runs through, enters the end zone, scores a touchdown, and the Green Bay Packers win their second of 3 consecutive National Football Championship games. Vince Lombardi, the legendary coach, and Bart Starr, the quarterback, were asked by reporters after the game, how did you come up with such a play? How did you have the courage to go to call such a risky play at such a pivotal moment in the game? In this week's Parsha, the Parsha begins, Eile Toldot Yitzchak ben Avraham, Avraham holid Yitzchak. These are the children of Yitzchak, son of Avraham. Avraham gave birth to Yitzchak. And it's a very unusual introduction because normally when we talk about somebody's children, we begin with them, we begin with the person. So it should have said, Eile Toldot Yitzchak, Esav v'Yaakov. Why does the Torah have to reference Yitzchak with his father? In fact, the next story in the Parsha begins with Yitzchak going to Gerar and pretending that his wife is his sister, just like Abraham did both in Gerar and also in Egypt. Also, later on in the Parsha, when the Plishtim fill up the wells of Abraham, Yitzchak goes and digs the exact same wells, and not only does he dig the same wells, but he gives them the same name that his father gave them. It's surprising that all the stories surprising Yitzchak are all inherently involved with Abraham. They all seem as doing the same actions that Abraham did in his life, but Yitzchak does them in his life. In fact, in the 12 parshas of the Torah, Yitzchak gets a mere 3/4 of a parsha to tell his story, and the entire story is connected to Abraham. Why is that? Why does the Torah only frame Yitzchak to the reference of his father Abraham? And I think the answer can be learned out from the iceberg. Yes, it's true that Vince Lombardi called the play and Bart Starr ran it, but there was another key factor that allowed that to happen, that without him, it would have never have happened. The Dallas Cowboys had an incredibly talented defensive line. In fact, they had been sacking and tackling the running backs for losses all day. But on the last play, Ken Bowman, the center, executed a perfect block, creating just enough space for Bart Starr to dart through into the end zone. Without Ken Bowman, Bart Starr would have been sacked and the game may never have been won. However, after the game, when the reporters came into the locker room to talk to the players, they went over to Vince Lombardi, the famous legendary head coach. They went over to Bart Starr, the QB who ran in the touchdown. But nobody went over to Ken Bowman. Ken Bowman was simply the unsung hero of the Ice Bowl. So too, the Torah is making sure that we do not forget Yitzchak. Yitzchak may be the link in the chain between the more exciting personalities of Abraham, the founder of monotheism, and introducing God to the world, and Yaakov, whose 12 sons make the Shvatim and were called after him, Bnei Yisrael, the sons of Israel. But without Yitzchak, none of that would have been possible. Yitzchak is the ultimate facilitator, and without him, Judaism would have finished with Abraham. It is Yitzchak's commitment to tradition and to building and growing something that allowed Judaism to become what it is today. We should never forget that while being flashy and being new is fun and exciting, continuing and building on that which others have built is just as important. Have a great Shabbos.